here with you, and I hope that you're all very well. I can see myself through the crock pot. So I decided to share with you one of my favorite recipes. We're doing some renos. We're finishing the backsplash in the kitchen, and we don't have a lot of time. So I figured I was going to prepare something really fast, dump and go type of thing, so that we've got a meal for tonight. Now, like I said, this is one of my favorite recipes, and it's super easy to make. So you get a pot roast. So this time it was on special. It's 1 kilogram for $7.63, which is really not that bad for us, because it has to be pretty big for the full family. So what you do is you just take your piece of meat and you place it in the crock pot. So far so good, right? Can't get much easier than that. And then what you do is you add some onion soup. So I've got some, this one is Knorr onion soup. This way. It's upside down in my viewer, so it's it makes it kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I need a pair of scissors. So this one is onion and roasted garlic, but it could have been any onion soup, basically. And what you do is you just put it on top. Now, I'm not going to make the vegetables with it. I could have put some potatoes and whatever else, but I'm not going to do it this time around. I'm going to be doing some vegetables that are just going to be raw vegetables with the dip. We really love that, so we do that a lot. So then I'm going to add some beer. I've got some Rickards Red, but it could be any type of beer. And you just put it in to your mix. Okay, so the thing is with the beer, what's really good, it's gonna give it the taste, but it won't, you know, the alcohol doesn't stay, so that's all good. It dissipates with the cooking. If you didn't have any, you could just use vegetable stock or beef stock. That would have done the job as well. I'm gonna put it on low for 4 hours. If you were to put it for a full day, which you could, what I would recommend is you add more liquid, because otherwise the liquid might go down, and it's really not that good if it's dry, so you want it to be moist. So between 4 to 6 hours, this is going to be melt in your mouth, like just take a fork and take it apart. So I will share with you guys what it looks like when we're ready to eat. So hopefully you like this. It's something totally new for me to do a type of recipe, and so I'm looking forward to knowing what you think about it. So see you soon. So for my pot roast, I'm going to be serving it with little roasted potatoes. So what I love to do is use the potatoes that I have canned. So this is what it looks like when it's canned. It's not very pretty, but it's perfect. And I'm going to start a skillet with some oil in it. And so I'll just get this to start. And on the cooktop. And meanwhile, I'm just going to cut the little potatoes. So I cut them in little dices, like this. And what I love about these is that they're pre-cooked. So all I need to do now is to roast them. And it really doesn't take as long, obviously, as if it was fresh potatoes. And they've got a better consistency as well. So I will prepare all my little cut potatoes, and I will bring you back for the what I do to how I cook them. Okay, so here are my potatoes, and what I do is I add some salt And then some pepper. Okay, so just some salt and pepper. And then to this, I'm gonna add some paprika. This is the smoked paprika, and what I do is I find it at a local bulk store, and I purchase a lot, and then I transfer it. I went basically with some little jars like these, but smaller. The actual 250 ml, and then which are half pints, and so I fill them up, and then when I come home I can refill my little jar, which is really great for the environment because I'm not taking packaging and stuff, so I really love that. And she weighs the container ahead of time, so this way when I pass through the cash, the weight of the container is not taken into account. Like, she's removed it. I'm only charged for the container, like the contents, I should say. So I really love that option. So I'm gonna just let them roast a bit. Like, I say a bit, but actually it's going to be probably around 40 minutes. And meanwhile, I'm doing here, let me bring you, whoops, here. So here I'm doing some vinegar and some sugar, and I'm going to make so 2 cups of vinegar, half a cup of sugar, and I'm gonna make some raspberry vinegar because raspberries were on sale, and I had a recipe recently for raspberry that included raspberry vinegar, and I didn't have, so I'm making some. And as you can see, I'm wearing my little apron. I wear them all the time. I've got the new one that I believe it was Jean. Sorry if I'm mistaking the person who sent it to me, but I've got it also in the kitchen, ready to go. I alternate my little aprons, and I just love wearing them when I'm cooking. And I love my new stove, my new LG stove. It's a 2-oven stove range, and I really love it. So yeah, so I'll get that. I'll continue roasting these, and I will bring you back for when I put it on the plate and show you guys what it looks like. So my vinegar is boiling with the sugar. So now I'm gonna just put it in the pot. I've decided to squish the raspberries. It didn't say so in the recipe, but I would suppose that it's gonna give the raspberry more chance of having the vinegar more chance of having a raspberry taste. So basically they say to leave it for a week and then to remove the raspberries, and then you can keep the vinegar for up to 6 months. They mentioned shelf, and they mentioned that if you leave it in the fridge you can have it for 12 months. So I'm thinking of leaving it probably in the pantry. I might leave half in the pantry and half in the fridge, so this way I have a better chance of using it all. And so this is hot right now, and I've got this here that I purchased on Amazon. It's part of my Amazon favorite, but the kitchen stuff. And basically you just put it on, and it allows the whatever's inside to air out, but without the bugs coming in. So I'm hoping that that's gonna work. Because the last time I did the apple cider vinegar, I did it without that, and then I was really stupid because I put my next batch of apple cider vinegar in this, but the top doesn't fit on this, so it spoiled, and basically I started my batch while I was going on vacation, which was not the brightest idea. So next time around I won't be doing that. So yeah, I've got a batch ready, and while the rest is cooking, I'm also going to make a batch of the blackberry. Blackberries were also on special, so I bought some of that, and I'll put those into 2 bins, I guess, because I don't have another 1 liter. So I have the 750, so I'm going to split it into 2 and split that into 2, and I figure that the blackberries should do the same thing as the raspberries, and it should be really fun to have some vinegar like that. So that's one thing, and I'm going to be doing cutting up some bell peppers, because we use that with a dip as the side for the meal. So this is what my plate looks like. I've got the pot roast, and I'm so sorry I didn't take a picture of the pot roast when it was coming out. I've got some sauerkraut that I handmade, and this is some beets that were also fermented. And then I've got the bell peppers, the red bell peppers, some carrots that I just chopped off and got on special. So it's a great way of getting some vegetables, and we love it. Some dip, and my potatoes. So this is my plate. I hope that you've enjoyed the video and that you will leave me comments, and hopefully this is something that interests you, and if it does, and I'll do it again. And that's it for now. Bye everyone.